What is up, everybody?
Hey there!
Welcome to Hope 30 Live.
Woo!
I hope everyone had an amazing Labor Day. We certainly did here. We were getting a lot of work done. We were getting excited about tonight because we're going to talk about some really exciting topics tonight. And in case you're wondering who we are,
look that way.
Who we are and what we're looking for and what we're doing here is we are from Hope 30. I am Dr. Jim. This is my awesome and beautiful wife, Nicole.
Hi there.
The greatest cheerleader on the planet for all of you. And I just want you to know that tonight we're going to talk about exactly how I lost 60 pounds on myself, how I reversed my type 2 diabetes, and how we have gone on and created this Hope 30 program. And we've helped over 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people go through this very process that we're going to talk about tonight, and how we help all of them do an amazing job of losing weight. In our last group that just finished, and the average over all the groups, we just had our 4-year anniversary of Hope 30. The average weight loss over all of the people who have done Hope 30 is 14.9 pounds in 30 days. And so I know that all of you want to get those kind of results.
Yes.
And we found out through our journey and through our experience of helping thousands and thousands of people on their weight loss journey, just like you, that we found out there's really 5 main things that make people successful in weight loss and what makes a successful weight loss program.
And if you guys are just coming in, say hello. Tell us where you're from. We want to know. Oh, hi, Nettie. Hi there. Hi, Philip. Oh, my gosh. Where are you guys watching us from? Hello, and Tanya. How are you?
Yes, this is awesome. Hi, guys. Good to see everybody.
And Brianna's here.
And when you're getting on, if you wouldn't mind putting down in the comments where you're coming in from and whether you're watching this live, because I love to know, if you're watching it live or you getting it on the replay. But either way, tonight is going to be awesome. Thank you from Chesterfield, Virginia.
All right, that's close.
Yes,
awesome.
That's very nice. Way to get on. Appreciate you guys so much for getting on tonight. Awesome. Everybody exciting.
So cool.
So, all right. So tonight, I want you to buckle up. Yorktown.
Hold on. Yorktown. We love Yorktown. Ooh. Cammie's here from Rocky Mount. Hey, Cammie.
Yes. Hey, Cammie. Good to see you.
Hi, you guys.
Nice. Thank you, Cammie, for getting on.
So fun.
I think someone that you sent in, one of your very good friends, maybe just finished our last round of Hope 30, and she did amazing. So thank you for the referral, Cammie. We appreciate it.
Yes.
That's literally how most people find their way to Hope 30, is through referrals of all these amazing people who have already done Hope 30. And so we just want to thank all of you guys. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So thank you. All right. So one of the things that we have learned over all of this time in helping a lot of people, as well as on our own journey, is that there's 5 main things that really help a weight loss program be successful and help you get the results that you want to get. And number 1, it's got to be simple. Number 2, it's got to be individualized and personalized to each and every one of you. Number 3, you've got to get fast and noticeable results. Number 4, it's got to be sustainable. And number 5, you need to feel seen and heard and connected. And we took all of those things and we sort of wrapped them up inside of Hope 30. And we think we have created one of the very best weight loss programs around. And by the results of the people that have done Hope 30, I think we've been really successful in that. Certainly the people who have done the program.
Oh, hey, girl.
Yeah. Hey, Amy. Good to see you. So we're just really excited for all of you guys getting on tonight. So tonight, we're going to talk about one of those 5 things, because I think it's one of the things that makes Hope 30 uniquely different. And I noticed Nicole looks a little bit like a student today.
Yeah, I am ready. I mean, half the world goes to school a little earlier these days. They've all started last week. But back in the day, it was after Labor Day. So I've got my backpack. And now, because hoodies are so cool, I got my Hope 30 #NeverQuit hoodie. I don't know. It's very hot. Let me just tell you. September, even though it's a burr, everybody said burr is here. It's not burr in Virginia, y'all. It's still very warm. But I'm just like the kids. I got my hoodie on.
You got your hoodie on, got your backpack. What do you got in your backpack today?
Well, just so you know, I am old school, and I like to cover my books. And you know, I really love the back, the books covered. So I'm ready to learn all about Hope 30. And I brought some things I've done before. These are some from my previous courses, okay? And I just wanted you to tell me a little bit about it because, I heard that a Hope 30 is, customized and personalized for me, right?
Yes.
Well, I've done all these other programs, so I just, I want you to check them out because, they had, what is that? I did the Zone.
So you did Zone?
Yeah, I tried it.
Okay,
I tried it a long time ago.
Let me look in that one real quick.
I'm sure I'm in there. I'm sure I'm in there. Am I in? Is my name in there?
Let's see. Let me see the other one.
Right,
So you got one. Keto.
Yeah.
Keto. You tried keto?
Totally tried that.
Let me look.
I tried that too.
Let's see.
Yep.
No. All right.
What?
What's this other one?
Okay.
South
what about
Beach.
South Beach? That was a good one.
South
it had beach in the name. It had to be successful.
Okay.
How's it looking?
So guess what, guys? Now, Nicole brought all of her previous books for weight loss, and I want you to know that I've read probably every one of those books on weight loss, and you probably have too. You've probably read a bunch of books. You have done a lot of programs. You've been on all the apps. You've done all those things, and I'm going to tell you something about those books. I just looked in all the front of them. Not only did I not see Nicole's name in there.
What?
I didn't see any of your names in there either. All right. And what that means is none of those books were written specifically for you. Okay. Those were gross generalities. None of those books were personally written for you, for your metabolism, for your weight loss, for what issues you have, for anything specific about you. Not only that, those books don't tell you anything about like what happens when you hit day 14 and you plateau. What happens if you start off doing the program and you lose a bunch of weight for 3 days and then the weight loss gets really slow and then it speeds up and it slows down, and what's going on and why does that happen? Or maybe you just get started and then it just stops and you don't keep losing. Or maybe you do one of those and you're hungry all the time, right? Has any of these things happened to any of you when you've tried a previous program or a book or an app and you were doing it and something happened and you were just like, this doesn't feel right. This can't be right. My weight loss isn't right. I don't feel the way I should feel. Like something's going wrong, right?
This is not what they said it would be like.
Right. And the reason why that happens is those books were not written for you, because each one of you has a very individual biochemistry. Each one of you has your own unique genetics. Each one of you comes to the table with your own unique health history and your own previous attempts at losing weight before. And so one of the main things that significantly sets Hope 30 apart, what helps people reach numbers that like most people, when they start Hope 30, I have to tell you, nobody's like, well, this is the first weight loss program I've ever tried, right?
Let me just take a shot at it.
Right. Like most of the time, this is the third, fourth, or fifth thing they've tried. And they're like, listen, I have tried all of these other things and none of them seem to work for me. So I'm going to be happy if I just lose 5 pounds. Like if I lose any weight, I'm going to be ecstatic. I'm going to be actually surprised. I'm going to give you a shot in Hope 30, but I'm going to be shocked and surprised if I lose anything.
Right.
And then what ends up happening is the average over 30 days is 14.9 pounds.
Amazing.
All right.
Yeah.
So then they're like, whoa, how did that happen? Why did that happen? Well, one of the main reasons why that happened is in Hope 30, we do not have a set it and forget it eating style, right?
That's right.
We don't just start off and say, hey, just do this. And if it doesn't work, too bad, so sad. I guess that's just your genetics.
Right.
Right? Because how many of you have done a program before for weight loss, and maybe a bunch of people in the office were going to all do paleo or all do keto.
Yeah.
And everybody said, you know what? Let's do it. I'm in. And for a month, everybody in the office is doing keto or, Mediterranean or paleo or South Beach or something like that. And at the end of the month, the person sitting next to you is like, woo, I lost 20 pounds. And you're like, woo, I lost 2 pounds.
It happens all the time.
And now you're frustrated and you're wondering what is wrong with you. Well, it's not necessarily that there's anything wrong with you, but that program was not adjusted or fixed to meet your needs. And that's what we do in Hope 30. We have a process in Hope 30 that we call the adaptive response eating style.
That's right.
All right. Now, what does that mean and how does that work? Well, we do start off with a foundational eating style that tends to work for a lot of people, like 80%, right? Do incredibly well. And it is a combination of all kinds of the best things you've ever heard of in weight loss, all kind of condensed down into this incredibly simple. Remember, what's one of the main things that a program has to be successful? It has to be simple. So we've made all of these complex topics, all these different things, we made it incredibly simple, and then you start. And guess what? You then have access to me as your coach and your food coach teams, and you have, and Nicole and Brianne and all of the Hope 30 team. And what you can do is you can email me. You can be like, wow, I lost 5 pounds in the first week.
Right.
By the way, not uncommon. In case you're wondering.
Not uncommon and very exciting.
Yeah, 5 pounds in the first week, but I've not lost any weight for 3 more days.
Right.
What should I do? And then I'm going to email you back some questions, and then I'm going to coach you on exactly what to do next. Or, hey, I'm trying to lose weight and I'm training for this event. I've been playing a lot of tennis, or I've been running or doing something because there's this event coming up. What should I do? Because guess what? I'm following the program, but my hunger is lingering. Okay. Well, guess what? Then we're going to coach you through. I'm going to coach you personally through that process so that we can get you not hungry,
right?
And you can stick with the process over time. And so we are going to adapt the eating style to match up sometimes with what's going on in your life, with your genetics, with your things. And sometimes it actually is not even an adaptation of the eating style, because we know that how we eat works so well for so many people. If we do that and we adapt and we change, and you still are struggling with the speed of your weight loss, guess what? I know almost beyond a shadow of a doubt, you probably have a thyroid problem or some other problem that we need to go deeper in to actually start working on fixing that, because no weight loss program is going to work. But until you fix that underlying metabolic health condition. And so what really, really sets Hope 30 apart is that it's individualized and customized to every single person.
So really quick, like there was no one I could email for South Beach. No, like, hey, just email at 8:00 at night if you have a question, or noon, or what do I do? Nobody, I mean, I might have tried, but nobody answered. There was nobody to help me. And keto, well, old YouTube, they weren't really talking to me directly. There was no one that I could email or text or call. So keto didn't work. And the same for the zone. It was just a book. There was nobody to call, nobody that was going to answer me back. And I could tell them some of my issues and my problems and my frustrations, and they were going to help me no matter what. And that's what's so exciting.
Yeah, because even when it comes to making Hope 30 work in your life, maybe you're like, well, I work late hours, or I've got my kids have baseball practice, or I'm going on vacation, or I'm going to a wedding. What do I do in that specific situation? Hey, there's going to be a holiday in the middle of my weight loss. What can I do? And you are going to get personalized coaching through all of that. Now, I will tell you that in my office for, 6-7 years, I personally coached people in weight loss for a very, very long time. And you know what? It worked great. People did really well. But guess what you get to do in Hope 30? In Hope 30, not only do you have that access to email any day, anytime, not that you'll get an immediate response. If you email me after 10 o'clock, you may or may not get a response until the next day.
That's right.
But what happens is when you're if you're having any struggle or you feel stuck or you have a question, you can email me directly and you're going to get individualized coaching like that, right? But not just that, is that every single night of your 30 days, we are going to get on a Zoom just like this. Like if you are on here right now and you had a specific question, if you had a okay, here we go. So Natalia just wrote,
hey girl,
the communication is so helpful. I was nursing my first round and it was so nice to be able to ask questions and adapt the program to accommodate that. So thankful for that. Yes,
that's
Natalia,
amazing.
because clearly we're going to do this a little different if you're breastfeeding than we are going to do if you're 65 and you've been.
But she proved that anybody can do it.
Anybody.
I mean, that's awesome for adaptation.
Yes. So thank you, Natalia.
Thank you for sharing
that. Was
that.
Great.
Yes.
So yeah, Natalia is a rock star, by the way.
She is.
She did amazing.
She is.
And yeah.
And her kids are really super cute.
Super cute. Oh my gosh. We sometimes, if you're in Hope 30 and you follow us on social media, we will probably follow you back. And then we will really, really appreciate how cute your children are if you post pictures.
Well, you're in the family then.
Or your grandkids.
Yes.
So out of those 5 things, simple, individualized, fast and noticeable results, sustainable, and the need to feel seen, heard, and connected, we are going to go on a Zoom every single night for the 30 days. So you want to talk about coaching and individualized and personalized and communication. You are going to get so much communication from us through this process that you're going to know exactly what's going on. You are going to, I'm going to say it. It's incredibly difficult to not be successful on Hope 30.
Right.
Like you kind of have to try hard to not be successful.
But one of the things that I really like to say, and I think it really works with tonight, and it's something that we say over and over and over again, but how customized and personalized it is. But you just mentioned the community and the Zooms every single night. And we are all running our own race. Everybody comes to Hope 30 running their own race with, where they've been in weight loss before, where they want to go, health concerns, everything, right? They've all been running their own race, but we are on this journey together. And it's so exciting to be, working out the kinks, doing everything every single day and joining every single night and being in this community and on this journey together. And there's just that camaraderie of knowing that there's other people in the group that are doing exactly what you're doing and cheering each other on. And it's amazing. It's like my favorite part.
Yes. So if you would also like to lose at least around 14.9 pounds in the next 30 days, let's face it, summer was fun.
Oh yeah.
There was probably some treats during the summer.
A few treats.
There's been holidays, 4th of July. There's probably been celebrations. There may have been adult beverages. There may have been all of these kinds of things over the summer. And now as back to school happens, let's face it, whether you have children that aren't in school yet, whether you have kids that are in school, or whether you're a grandparent, and just remember when you're this time of year is always sort of like, it's like a reset back into normal life.
100%.
Right? It's like, okay, the summer is over. It's back to normal life. And what a great time to make that decision that, like, you know what? It's time. Like I not only do I want to do something, I really need to do something. And I've been looking for something to help me be successful. Well, I'm going to tell you that Hope 30 is 100% that. The results that you are looking for are only on the other side of you joining Hope 30, because we are incredibly successful at helping you achieve all the goals you want. Yes, we talk about people that have lost 14.9 pounds in 30 days, but we also have people that then keep going, have lost 40 pounds, 60 pounds, 80 pounds. We have a number of people who've lost over 100 pounds doing Hope 30. So I just want all of you to know that you can do this and you can be successful. Hi, Brianna?
Yes.
Awesome. Watching from Florida. I
But
love
I'm going to jump in there too. So I think, Jim had a good point. Like the summer is over, it's behind us. And, one of the cool things I always did love the fresh, clean, all the books, like the chalkboards were clean, everything in the beginning of the year, back to school. It was always a fresh start. It was always a new beginning. And I think we're really lucky if, even though we're not going back to school, maybe our kids are, maybe our grandkids are, maybe our neighbors are, maybe no one is, right? But September, it's September 2nd, but the beginning of September always felt like another fresh start. We get January 1st and we get the beginning of September. And so we're halfway into the year. We can finish out strong. And so I think that's a really good point. I think that you had a great summer, you enjoyed it, and now it's a fresh start.
It's a really, really
to reset.
It's a really, really good time to get serious about life, to get serious about your health, to get serious about your eating style, to really decide like, yes, I really want to do something. And, that's the biggest thing. So if you'd like to check out Hope 30 and join our next round starts in 5 days. Yes, 5 days. This coming Sunday will be our very, very first Zoom.
Zoom number one.
So if you would like to join us, just go to Hope, spell out the word 30. You can see it scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Just go to hope30.com and you can check it out and you can sign up. Now, I realize that it may not tell you how much it costs on there. And this is the thing. I know that a lot of times people are like, I don't need that. Something that has this much personalization and this much input from the people that created it that are going to help me every single step along the way, that's got to be insanely expensive. And the truth is, back in the day in my office, it was much, much more expensive. What we did was we wanted every single person to not have any reason that they couldn't do Hope 30. So Hope 30 is only $197. When you go over to hope30.com, you can sign up there. So I just thought I would say it in the video so that no one has to worry about like, I'm not going to go over there. It's probably too expensive. It's not too expensive. It's incredibly affordable. And it now is a really, really good time to get started, to get this kind of personalized attention in your life.
Yeah. And if you have any friends that want to join you, grab a friend, forward them this video, send them hope30.com, the link, and know that we're going to be going live every single night this week. So you can find us wherever you're watching us now, on whichever Facebook page or YouTube. You can go back through those channels and watch past lives, more information, testimonials, and join us this week and say, hey, watch these guys. They're going to be live tomorrow night and they're going to talk about the program.
So Cammie wrote, the Hope 30 education about food, what to eat and what not to eat, has changed my life forever.
Oh, Cammie!
And losing weight is just a fringe benefit. I will never go back to where I was 37 pounds later.
Go, Cammie!
Well,
oh my gosh, you guys, that's amazing.
That is such a good one. Thank you,
yes,
Cammie.
Cammie's a huge cheerleader for everyone that she has sent her way, our way, and she's been immensely successful and has kept it off. And I think that's important to hear about. So, Cammie, thank you for coming tonight.
Yes. So, all right. So we will go live again tomorrow night, and we'll have another exciting new topic about how you can also
Here we go. We'll put that up there.
If you buy the program once, can you hop on in the future? So the way that it works is when we do a 30-day program, when you're in it with us the whole way, that is you do a round and you can do another round later, and it's a charge every time. But we give you everything you need, that when you do it one time, you will have a membership site. You will have all the videos from when you did it originally saved up. You will have all the cheat sheets,
Facebook groups,
the Facebook groups. You will have everything you need to continue on doing it as long as you want.
That's
and then you can always, some people come back and do like, oh, well, I've been doing it on my own for a couple months. I want to do one in the group, and then they'll do it again. But so every time you're in the 30-day group, you do buy the program, but we give you everything to be able to continue doing it on your own. And we have an additional group that meets not that once people do it once, where they can join, and we just meet once a week, and we help people continue on for as long as we call that Hope 30 for Life.
Yes.
And that Hope 30 for Life group, it just meets forever and ever, and it really makes it go great. So Brianna wrote, are supplements,
Nettie.
Oh, Nettie wrote, are supplements required or just food? So Nettie, ideally a huge part of Hope 30 is that we find out that typically breaks down in your metabolism are often connected to certain nutrient deficiencies that are impairing certain metabolic pathways, and that does affect how your weight loss and your insulin sensitivity and whether you're burning fat or breaking down your muscle. And so we as part of Hope 30, we have an advanced metabolic questionnaire test that you take. And from that, we can help determine where your metabolism is most likely broken down and what are the exact nutrients that your body needs to help support it. At the very least, we typically recommend that someone would order a really high-end multivitamin that we recommend, and or something else that supports sort of insulin sensitivity and weight loss. And in the process, none of the supplements that we recommend are stimulants or weight loss drugs or anything like that. But we do recommend that you get some of the nutrients that we recommend, because food alone is not going to fix broken areas of your metabolism. And so we do want to help support those areas. Like insulin sensitivity does not get better just because you don't eat sugar. Insulin sensitivity as a problem, or insulin resistance as a problem, needs things like chromium and other vitamins and minerals and nutrients to help heal up that broken down metabolic pathway. So now, to say required, nothing's required,
right?
But it is highly recommended, but it's not required.
Right.
Nothing you do is required.
Right. Okay. And Cammie says, go ahead.
It's not a diet. It is a lifestyle change. Been living this way for 3 years.
Woo!
Thank you, Cammie.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
These are great questions. If anybody has any questions, that's what we're here for. We're grateful for them. And if you're thinking it, someone else is thinking it too.
Nettie, that was a really good question.
Really good
question.
I
promise you a lot of people are wondering about that.
Yes.
And same with Brianna, thank you for that question.
Yes.
That was a great question.
Okay.
So definitely, I hope all of you guys will join us tomorrow night.
Yes.
Nicole brought up a really good point, and I think it's something that you may want to consider, is many of the most successful people who have lost the most and done the best and kept it off the most usually will do this with a friend or multiple friends, create a small little friend group doing it all together. And then they all text back and forth every day, and it helps keep everybody part of the process. So intermittent fasting, part of the plan, ? Nettie, so we use a lot of different pieces to the process. Certainly intermittent fasting is something that we use as a tool to help assist us in that shifting from being a sugar burner to being a fat burner, to help make sure that we can get our insulin levels down low enough so that our bodies can finally start tapping into that stored energy all over our body called our body fat. And so, yes, we often do use intermittent fasting. However,
right, I was just gonna.
This is where the adaptive response eating style is very important, because there are a number of people that I tell them not to intermittent fast during Hope 30.
That's right.
And I will give them an alternative, like, actually, because of your situation, I would do this instead, because intermittent fasting may not be ideal for you. And so that's a huge part. That's a great question.
Yeah, it is, because everybody will try this or try that, or like, well, I did intermittent fasting and it didn't work, or I did keto and it didn't work. And really what's so important is someone like Jim able to assess your individual situation and say, you know what, maybe you're right. Maybe this one really isn't for you. And we're going to tell you what to do and how to do it. Whereas if your friends, oh, well, I did this and I did great and you didn't, that's one of those areas where people, say, I've tried it and it didn't work for me. And it's a great spot where we can be adaptive with every single person.
Yes. So there's plenty of people that.
Great questions, Nettie. You're doing awesome. Yeah. Everybody's so happy you're asking these questions.
Because there are definitely times in Hope 30 where, as part of our foundational eating style, yes, we do like to use intermittent fasting. However, it's not ideal for everyone, and not everyone responds to it the way you would hope. Right. And so if you're one of those people, then we will adapt your program to not necessarily have intermittent fasting, or we will adapt it until your body is better able to handle intermittent fasting and then incorporate it then. Mm-hmm. And so that's really what makes this different than reading a book. Mm-hmm, or following an online program that's just a pre-canned, because I know a lot of people say, oh, well, I followed such and such's game plan.
Nettie, I'm loving your questions. I'm loving your questions.
Nettie asks, do you provide a food list? We certainly do.
We do. It's a big list.
And again, it's part of the reason why Hope 30 is great. The first thing is that Hope 30 has to be simple. And if you think about it, simple, a whole piece of that is that, like, is it easy to follow, right? It's got to be easy to follow. And so we give you very specific food lists, and you're just going to be like, I'm going to get one of those, one of those, one of those. And then at dinner, I'm going to get one of those, one of those, one of those.
It's like your animals of food.
Yeah. So you have a very in-depth food list. And
lots
all that
of choices.
And yes, it makes it very easy.
Okay, I want to read Brianna's. Okay, she says, my question is, can we keep our favorite Starbucks coffee drink in once a week, or do you have to cut it all out? # pumpkin spice. Well, y'all, I know it did come out like last week, didn't it? Well, that is an excellent question. And so one thing that Jim will tell you is that coffee is my love language. So one thing that's really awesome is that coffee is on the list. You can have coffee on Hope 30. What we might do is just take that pumpkin spice latte and recreate one that tastes exactly like it and is a little bit better for you. So yes and no. Okay. Yes and no. And actually we did a lot with drinks last year at this time of year, and pumpkin pies, and we got very, very creative. We have spice blends. We have a pumpkin pie spice blend, an apple pie spice blend, and so you do not have to say no to your favorite coffee drink, but it might be a little altered.
There you go. That's better.
But you don't have to say no to coffee, which is really, really important to me. So okay, you guys are on a roll. This is great. Awesome. But yeah, if coffee wasn't allowed, I would not be living this lifestyle. I do love my Java. Yes. Okay. Anything else?
Yes.
Anything else?
So we'll have to adapt that pumpkin spice latte.
No, I made one last year.
I'm just looking. I did. I'm just looking up the nutrition facts on a pumpkin spice latte.
Well,
50 grams of sugar.
But we have an alternative that you will love.
We can alternate. Yes. Stevia, yes.
Nettie, do you know someone who did Hope 30? Nettie's asking all the right questions.
Yeah. Nettie sounds almost like a plant, so we appreciate it, Nettie.
I feel like you have the list in front of you. No, I'm kidding.
But yes. So
stevia, yes.
We can recreate a pumpkin spice latte with stevia too.
Yes. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Girl. I got you. I understand. But yes, and this is what we're here for every night this week. If you think of more questions, but please sign up. How about monk fruit?
Yes.
On the list, girl. On the list.
Monk fruit is also allowed.
We use that for a lot of our yummy drinks and desserts. So absolutely. Yeah.
And there's a recipe site.
Yes,
and
Hope 30
everything.
Kitchen. You guys can go to Hope 30 Kitchen and check that out. It's Hope 30 Kitchen. We've got
.com.
Yeah, the .com. And it's got lots and lots of recipes that are Hopester tried and true. I mean, they're so amazing, like egg roll in a bowl and so many amazing recipes. Our spice blends are there. You guys, we want you to live. We want you to go out to lunch with friends. We want you to go out to dinner with friends. We are going to spend all this week telling you all about it. But if you have any questions, reach out. But if you're ready and you're like, I'm all in, I am going to do this. I just found out I can have a pumpkin spice latte. I say yes. And so join us, and our Kelly, who will welcome you the minute you sign up. You'll hear from us tomorrow, and we'd just be so excited to have you with us on this journey and with all your Hopesters. People are signing up like crazy. They're signing up all day today, all weekend, and we're getting them ready. So they have everything they need. They have all those food lists, everything. You get a free call where Kelly talks to you, gets you all set up, and answers even more of your questions this week. So here we go.
So Nettie asks, is this calorie based or just basic food allowed that is on your list? So one of the things about Hope 30, again, is that we try to make it simple. And so by making things simple, I don't believe that people should have to like do algebra and advanced equations to be able to figure out what they can eat or not. And so we have specific foods that are allowed. And then we have like meat the size of the palm of your hand, unlimited vegetable, your piece of fruit. Like, so we have portion sizes. And so it speaks to a larger question, which is, are calories important? Sure, they are. But because of the foods that we choose and sort of the way that we portion it out, we don't have to count calories or really focus on calories because it's all taken care of by the eating style. And so that's a huge part of it. So yes, calories are accounted for. We just don't focus on them because we don't have to, because it's already taken care of by the eating style.
Right.
All right.
Excellent.
Great questions,
though. You guys are awesome.
And Nettie,
and you're helping so many
if
people.
you would like to, which may help you kind of get a little more in depth about what's included in the program, for all of you, if you just go to Hope, spell out the word 30.com, you can read all about, certainly you can see a whole bunch of testimonials from many of the Hopesters who've already done Hope 30. You can also see what's included in the program as well. And
there's a pretty in-depth video on there too in the website where you kind of go over many, many aspects of it too in testimonials. So definitely take a look. But I'm glad you're encouraged, Nettie. We're so happy you came to see us tonight and joined us. And really, I think you helped a lot of people by asking those questions. So we appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
So we're going to probably sign off now.
Yeah.
And we'll be back on again tomorrow night. So if you want to get back on and ask more questions, if you think of something tonight, or if a friend of yours or someone else, or you're just brand new and you're going to be on here tomorrow night, we'll have a different cool subject to talk about Hope 30. Be on the lookout. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So just like I tell my son every day before he goes to school, be your very best today. #never quit. And I believe that God wants the very, very best for you. The day you believe that could change your life forever. Have an awesome night.
Good night, you guys. Thank you. Have a great week.